Tuesday, June 19th, 2018. I'm at a article here. This was based upon a NOAA scientist who came out and said that hurricanes aren't moving as fast as they used to. And they're even going as far as that they are getting stuck. Right here I have highlighted the reason Hurricane Harvey was so bad, it got stuck. What got me thinking, I watched a video right here. This is, I have the link here on my Facebook. Meteorologists respond to weather modification history. The guys over at Weather Modification History, which would be Jim Lee and Dominique Marama, I believe. But anyways, you should check out their sites because they got done great work. Right here is a great infographic that I like to refer to a lot because it has, all the technologies here that can be used to modify the weather. Okay, but they were asking this one meteorologist about cloud seeding, and she said something about they experimented on a hurricane at one point and was seeding the hurricane, and it caused it to stay in place, and she said almost up to a month. Okay, and then that got me thinking, well, Hurricane Harvey, it got stuck for like a week and dumped 50 plus inches of rain. I even got a photo here of it, and what you can see surrounding it, the plane trails or contrails or whatever. They're fake clouds. They're man-made, artificial. But anyways, so you put these three dots together, the NOAA coming out and saying that hurricanes are going to start moving slower, getting stuck, and Hurricane Harvey got stuck, and this meteorologist saying that they did this experiment and it may cause the hurricane to just stay still. And so, what I expect to start seeing is they're going to stop these hurricanes and they're going to dump massive amounts of rain on you. Now, these storms don't even have to be hurricanes to cause damage. I keep telling people this. It's just it's ridiculous how much rain these storms can dump. And we'll move on and to local, or not local, but to recent weather today. Here's most recent. We're at Weather Nation. Just looking at a confirmed tornado here in Colorado. Colorado was not looking too good today. Well, actually, they were steamrolling, and there's a system. Let's see if we can, off the coast of Texas, here's some major flooding possible, I would say. But, yeah, there's hailstorm. Lots of these are happening recently. Hail, it looks like it snowed. Alright, here's a fellow on Facebook. If you aren't following Robert Dutch, I would suggest following him. He's a fellow weatherman who tries to point out the obvious modification of our weather, which it should be obvious. It should be at least obvious that most of them clouds you see floating above your head are not natural. Here's a look at some photos or screen captures I've captured today. Here's this morning, 7:56 a.m. This would be Eastern Time. I am in Cumberland, Maryland, and it's been hot, sticky, muggy. I woke up and opened my door and I thought there was a fire up the street. The fog was so, I don't know, thick, and it's hard to breathe. Air quality's poor. Alright, and then some more screen captures of them just steamrolling. Alright, there's another fella that came out with a video earlier, or yesterday, about how hot these storms are getting, right? Because that is because they are cooking the sky. This is rapid evaporation you're seeing. You should not see this type of heat in a storm, except for an eye of a hurricane. but you're seeing it all the time all over the planet. Now, people were going to blame it on cosmic ray increase because of the magnetosphere and all that, and then, but you know, when you see these storms every time, and you look on the base reflectivity images, you're always getting these what they would professionals would call interference spikes, or from popping up from another device. It's just backscatter, etc. But I can predict these before they're even going to come up, right? If I know there's going to be severe weather marching this way to certain regions, certain areas, I can tell you hours before that you're going to start seeing interference spikes there. That's because there's other bigger devices there. And they're used to manipulate the weather along with the next thread. Okay, here's just when it rained. It rained today. It pissed for like 5 minutes. I mean, they were just steamrolling. Now, when Patrick Grady said they're boiling the sky, they are cooking the sky. I say cooking, they're cooking. They're superheating. They can use lasers from satellites. They can use transmitters on the ground, ionosphere heaters, or NEXRADs. They're all capable of sending high-powered microwave frequencies into the sky and can focus it and can work in conjunction with each other to, how would you say it, modulate the frequencies together, or heterodyne. Back to my photos, and been getting lots of natural looking clouds. Say natural looking because I'm just at this point I don't really think any of our weather is natural. Completely molested. Here's a view. This is a geocolor image. Goes 16, and you can just see all the pollution from the planes. All this, it's different in color. It's not a brilliant white. It's this storm here off Texas. I mean, they're pumping it back up. We'll take a look at the lower level water vapor imagery for North America. Here you can see these straight lines. You can see where they're carving out, and then they focus that energy and pump up and superheat. Here we can see how hot this shit is. I mean, it rained today for like 5 minutes. It pissed. I was in this line of thunderstorms. It didn't thunder. I didn't see any lightning. And we have been getting a lot of thunderstorms the past month, which is unusual. I don't think we had any last year. Maybe one. Okay, here we're looking at visible images. This is the center of the country. And you can just see it. I guess meteorologists would call these outflows. But to me, this is a sign of a heterodyne roll by a NEXRAD. And then when you start zooming in closer, let's see if we get any closer. What do I got here? This is, no, it's not showing up on this one. But yeah, I'm up here in Western Maryland. It rained. Someone just sent me a message here in Charleston, and they said it's raining hard there right now. Here is off of Texas. You can see them cooking. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. You can see the frequencies underneath the heterodyning done by the NEXRAD transmitters on the lower level. And they're just cooking there. Confirmed tornado up in here. Now we'll look at the next rad images. This is from sunrise to about 3 p.m. And you can see all these interference spikes up here. Alright, see that? And then down here, you see these interference spikes. Now, when I'm over here at Jim Lee's Climate Viewer, I believe it's .org, yeah. And I have up the Space Fence Super Darn. These little red dots are NexRad, and these red squares, diamonds, are Gwyn Towers. Okay, now when we see interference spikes here in this area, for instance, we'll see these spikes, interference patterns. I'm convinced that that's probably most likely this Super Darn. And then where else are we at? Down here we have a paved pulse unit at England Air Force Base. This is part of the Space Fence. Okay, this is a radar for higher up and it's high powered. And when you see all this mess down here and all these interference spikes, you'll get this quite often. This is from that radar. Right. And then here's most recent images. We're getting heavy spike here coming from South Carolina. Now some of these dots and spikes are just meaningless. But when they're showing up in certain areas next to certain devices, you know that it's those devices causing it. Like yesterday, we had this heavy interference over my region. And this is most likely from Wallops Air Force Base and perhaps Haystack Observatory. They got part of the Space Fence up here, a paved pause unit. Alright, and then down here at Wallops, this is Wallops, they have a Super Darn. But anyways, that's my report for this evening, just showing, you know, I don't think Texas is done down here. I don't know if they're considering this, what kind of type of tropical system it is, but like I said, it don't have to be a hurricane to wash you away. So that's my report for the 19th of June 2018. We will check back in at a later date.